So with our lovely lady, I know she enjoys play. So with our little Jojo, ready? Oh, good shake off me. I'm ready. We'll do a little find it right there. So I know she's a huge fan of the flirt pole and some of the other little tuggy toys. I think you did purchase one, which I'm excited for her to have that as a lovely little redirection. So I want to try a little bit with one of the toys. So this one, again, has a little bit of a different attachment than the other sheepskin one. Sometimes with some of the babes, the sheepskin tuggies are a wonderful venue, but if they haven't worked sort of that on off or take it and drop it of grabbing for something and then letting go, she may not have the greatest ability when she gets really excited to let go of a prize she finds really appealing. Mr. Handsome, of course, saw me reach for the other flirt pole and he's like, why is it not my turn? Poor Mr. Ethan is a huge fan. So let's say with our lovely lady, we might say, are you ready? So I like to have a slogan before I go into playing so my dogs know we're about to do that thing. So I normally go, are you ready? And then I say, go get it. And now my toy comes alive and she can go and chase and grab for it. So I don't want to make this game so hard that she can't grab for the critter. She's like, where's the end of it? Right here. She's too cute. So if we, again, have her practice, I don't want her also expending so much energy that she's going to have a hard time breathing. So this is where, even though we're playing a little bit, I want it to have rests, and I want to make sure that we're always gauging what is her breathing and her intake and her comfort range. So like right here, we might go ready, go get it, and it might wiggle a little bit, see if she's interested. She could already be a little bit tired, which is fine. So right there. So we want it to come alive. She can go and catch a little critter, grab and bite it. Oh, what a good job. If she does some tugging, which is perfectly fine to do a little bit of tug, I'd recommend, so I like to, lower the pole. And the reason behind that, and then step on it, is, and it doesn't do that. I held it off to the side so it wouldn't slap me. But some folks have found out the hard way that when the puppy goes to play tug and they let go, it ends up slapping you when they do release the item. And two, remember, you do want to use your safety where this brand comes with a nice handle. The reason behind that is if your puppy were playing tug with it, even though it's not really a tug toy, but a little bit of here and there is okay, is you don't want to by accident let go of the pole and bonk the puppy. So with our gorgeous gal, I might just do a teeny bit and then we'll give her a little breather because I don't want this to become so challenging for her that she wants to kind of take a break because she can't also pant and catch her breath. Nice job, Jojo. But you'd want to practice having sort of this ability to have an on-off switch. If you're technically going until she can't do anymore, then she never really learned how to take a breather mid-wrestle. So I want her and her siblings to, if they are practicing some play, which is great as a venue, we want to make sure that the play can have, again, the ability to slow down, take a little moment, check in, start the play again. If we were to go, then what ends up happening is it's almost like we're driving that car again, but we're just pushing on the gas until we're out of fuel. We want to be able to practice taking little breaths, which might be put it into park, pull off to the side and slow down, maybe put it into park and shut it off and then start it up again later. But if we go until our fuel is completely gone, we've never really worked on slowing it down and taking pauses. So she's going to go grab a little drink of water. So with the flirt pole, remember to keep the sessions, especially for her, short and sweet, because we don't want her to get too winded. I'm just going to plop this out of range for a second just so she can take a break. Because if the sessions go to the point where she's almost fatigued, then that's not good for her health, physical or mental. So that was very nice. We'll do another little find it. But if, let's say, that toy is not quite as jazz-tastic, which is good in the sense that it doesn't rev the engine so much where she gets too over-aroused, remember that if your babe during play almost can't function, then it may not be the greatest type of play. So we would still want to be able to have some sort of bounce back or some ability to have some other interaction happen during and throughout it. Otherwise, we could just be, again, creating too much over-arousal, and then your dog, when they get overwhelmed, could go into that really easily and have a hard time bouncing back. So the benefit of doing a little bit of revving the engine, putting the brakes on, is that you're on purpose practicing getting your dog into that over-arousal sort of state, but then being able to come back. Which can also help with dogs that are struggling with big emotions, be it frustration, anxiety, over-arousal. And then that way, if they can practice coming back in and out of play, then they might be able to bounce back and forth between distractions they find challenging or a little difficult. But remember, we do want to always work under threshold. Right, we'll do another little find it. And I want to see if she might want to play. She could be really pooped out, which is fine. but I want to see if she'd ever go for like a bumper toy and see if she wants this one. You want to try that guy? What do you think? Oh, she says, that seems really intriguing. So what we'd want to do, oh, there she goes. There's the wild woman. So if she really likes bumper toys, she's like, yeah, this one's for the win. So bumper toys can be really nice because you can practice take it and drop it with a tuggy. Oh my gosh, nice job, ma'am. She's like, this is the greatest day of her life. She's a very strong little lady. So let's say mid-play, I still hold the toy, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little find it and get her to think that letting go has value. So notice how she's like getting really into it. So I don't mind if she likes playing. Poor Mr. E says, oh my gosh, lady, you took out the flirt pole without me. Poor man. I swear he's going to make it. But he says, this is the worst day without my flirt pole. So if she likes bumper toys as well, you might actually play with two bumpers, like one of the same or two that are similar, whatever works. But then we might go, ready, take it. Oh, such a good job. She's like, I'd like to hold it like a little lady with my hands. No, we just want to grab a tag. Take a grab. She's like, no, I want to eat it with my toes. So if she's not really going for it, she could be also tired. So I want her technically, when she's playing with like a bumper toy, is to try and grab the toy itself and then you have the handles. If she's a little bit winded, so you can see she's already a little tired, I don't want to make this where she may not want to engage if she's also needing to pant to either one, first off, breathe, but then also cool down. So because dogs will cool off by panting, so as she's exercising, expending energy, her body gets a bit warm, and then to expend it, she has to pant. What do you think? She's like, I like to hold it with my little fingers. You're so stinking cute. Are you going to wrestle with it? Go get that toy. Ready? Oh my goodness, ready? Go get that toy. She's thinking about it. She could be, again, a little tired. Oh, there she goes. Good job. Oh my goodness, wild woman. So now the toy is alive and we're playing. Oh my goodness, what a wild woman. And then when I want her to let go, you could either play with two toys and get her to exchange the first one for the second. And then you could also do some nice find it. So you might go, ready, Jojo, find it. Oh, nice job. And then you could go and practice in the beginning with some of these take it and drop it's. She's not always going for the food the whole time because I think for her, the toy has more value, kind of like we mentioned with Mr. E. So rotation through two toys could be another great venue. Sir, you handsome man, you're going to make it. I'm going to toss him a few little snacks. Miss J is probably going to go clean up those ones. Here you go, sir. Have some find it's. So when it comes, and I'm sorry I'm out of range again as I'm blabbing to Mr. E, is make sure that when you're practicing with some of these take it and drop it's, I know she likes to play with her balls. She got a couple different types. She might also really love the flirt pole, as we've mentioned, and that handheld tuggy. So, but maybe you may get two toys or two of similar types or two maybe different and rotate through that toy and sort of you play with one, that one comes alive, and then the next toy comes alive and she relinquishes the first one to play with the second one. So that way letting go doesn't mean the game is over or that it's always like a toy exchange with food. You might want to rotate through the different venues. So that way she, again, finds value in taking those pauses. Nice job, cuteness. We'll do another little find it. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm winded. But remember, when practicing at home with her new sibling puppy, I would recommend to sometimes do coexisting where maybe she's playing and he's doing a puzzle toy or vice versa. So that way when they're starting to get to know each other, they can also just do neutrality kind of hanging out. It doesn't have to be so intimate where sometimes it can be overwhelming with a resource and two beauties. So make sure to go at her rate while also working at the puppy's rate. Ready? We'll do a little sit. Nice. But Miss Lovely did a really great job today. So we'll probably give her a little breather because she got a little winded. But in general, really nice progression for all of the beauties. She's been able to kind of walk by her friends while they're in their own little spots and do really quite nice seeing them and then kind of, again, staying attentive. Because novel dogs for some pups can be a little bit challenging or overwhelming, and she's doing a really nice job with it. So here's one more lovely lady, and we'll call it a day. I'll do a little find it, and we'll give you a little break. Ready? Find it. Nice job. But Miss Jojo did a lovely job today.